like guan, guan, guan. What's wrong? That sound like Charlie Brown. Guan, 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 guan. I need y'all to wake up. It's 3 calls left. What is? Are y'all sad? What's wrong? What's going on? Y'all all right?
No,
King
not
We're
at
Bobby,
live.
all.
We're
Come on
live.
with it.
Queen Kia. What's going on, family? How y'all feeling? How is everybody? We got 3 calls left. How y'all feeling? I see y'all in the chat
We're
making
good.
moves. What's going on,
We're
Anthony?
good. We're good.
Anthony, what's going on? Y'all doing all right?
Doing great. Yes.
That chat been lighting up. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Don't get in here and get quiet. Please don't do that. Because y'all be having my phone just die with all these alerts.
Blowing up.
Don't get in here and get quiet. Because the alerts is like bananas. I need y'all to get active right now.
Tell them, Queen. Tell them.
Like,
Good morning, y'all.
Because them alerts is bananas. So I need y'all to get in here. Let's talk about some things in real life. How y'all doing? One
Good
person,
morning.
30
Wonderful.
seconds or less. One person, give me a big, any kind of win. One person. Come talk. Rick Benny, what's going on, King? Tell me you hit that Millie, King. What's
Nah,
going
not
on?
yet. Not yet.
Soon
Yeah,
come.
400.
Soon
He
come.
400K now.
Let's
He
go.
400K now.
400K.
Right.
Crazy. This is crazy. I'm pulling up Rick Benny. We got some things to talk about. Sunshine is
Oh my God, here we go.
I'm pulling up. This is crazy.
What's up?
30
What's up?
seconds or less. Tell me about a win. Let's talk.
I opened up 2 shelf corps this week. I'm finalizing it today, actually.
Okay, that's what I'm
Let's
talking.
go, Betty.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely
trying to
love
get
it.
to I'm trying to get to that million.
You
for
ain't
the month.
trying. You ain't trying. You're not trying.
I'm not trying. I'm making it happen.
Absolutely. We
That's
are
right.
on the path. Let's go, King.
That's right.
I love it.
Thank
Queen
you.
Tyra, where you been at, Queen Tyra? Nikki B, what's going on? I love it. Look, I need y'all to get like active. I need y'all to get loud. I need y'all to feel like inspired, motivated. We have 3 calls. This is it. Like, this is it. 3 calls, including today. I don't know what y'all feeling. I hope y'all are not sad. I don't know what y'all have going on, but I need this energy going on. I need y'all to really like, let's get this started. So we are on our motivational call number 10. Okay, number 10. Queen Moya, let's get active with these kings and queens this AM. So we're going over your progress updates and your goal refinements. So y'all know by now, on Mondays, we reviewing last week. How did y'all do last week? So we're gonna go over like whether or not you made some progress towards your goals last week and give some feedback. We're gonna actually talk about refining some of your goals based on any progress made and give any insights, if any, to see if any were gained. And then we're going to discuss some challenges and brainstorm about some solutions. But one of the most important aspects in this accountability is your commitments. So y'all know we bringing up that energy, Queen, to go over our commitments real quick. Let's talk about it, Queen.
Let's really talk about it. Let's not talk. Let's just really talk about it. Let's go, y'all. Grand rising, great morning. Love the hair, love the energy, sunshine. You know how to do it to us one time. Let's go. Commitments. Creating that weekly schedule or planner to help you prioritize your tasks and allocate your time effectively. We will be using our Pomodoro technique to break down work focus into intervals and taking breaks in between. So what does that mean? You work for 25 minutes, 5-minute break. Then you back into the 25 minutes, 5-minute break. Do that for 3 hours, it's up and it's stuck, right? That means we're using our productivity tools, right? Or apps to help streamline the task and minimize our distractions so that we can be effective and execute. Listen, I talked to my team this week. I know we executing. So let's pick it up. Let's pick it up. Let's turn it up another notch with the research because you are the expert. We need to be the expert in our area of expertise. And of course, tracking your goals and updating them so that way we are monitoring the progress to only succeed, family. Listen, this is our lives. Let's get it. This is our lives. Let's go. Stay committed. Let's get it.
You know what time it is.
With that commitment, with that consistency, with that discipline, this accountability program. It's not accountability calls, it's an accountability program. That's why we do the work every single day, not every single day. Every single day we do the work. So let's lock in. I need everybody mics off mute. I need the noise for yourself. I need the noise for this day, for the new week, for the new goals. November starts Wednesday. What does that mean for us? Fourth quarter is what? 50% done? Almost, damn near. I need mics off mute. Give us the best energy that you have, because this is the day that the Lord has made for us. Let's make some noise. Coach Crew is here. He's ready to give us a discipline that we truly need. So mics off mute. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Mics off mute. Mics off
Let's
mute.
go.
Let's
Oh,
go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
let's
go.
switch up another notch.
All right, good morning, good morning. Let's
Let's
get it.
get
Let's
it.
go.
Let's
Let's
get it.
go.
Let's get it. Let's get
Go.
it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
Turn
go.
it up another notch. Turn it up.
Ready, we ready.
Tyra, where you at, Tyra? Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, where y'all at? Okay, John, I see you. Where you at? Let's go. Where you at? Okay, Anthony. Okay, Todd. Okay, Kia. Let's go, Kia.
Yeah,
Patrick. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, Robin, I see you.
bring
Let's
them
go.
out.
Okay, Kia, let's go.
Okay, Patrick. Patrick, I'm dancing. Patrick,
But not no.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it. Come on.
Love Kira, love Kira,
Boom.
love
Punch
Kira.
that boom.
Get it.
Let's get it,
Let's go.
All right. What's up, y'all? How we feeling? Y'all got a lot of energy today. This is good. A lot of energy. How are we feeling today? What's going on? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Are we blessed? Are we highly favored? Are we grateful? Drop it in the chat. Somebody said we lit. We always lit. That's just what we do over here. We stay lit, you heard? That's it. Ain't nothing else to it but to do it. So I do it. Listen, I want to put the emphasis on you today, not on me. This is not about me. In fact, this is not about you either. Let's be real. This is about us. If it's about us, put us in the chat. This is about us. Let's put us in the chat. So I just really want to know. Like, obviously, Mondays when we come in, we want to check up on everybody and see what's been going on. One of the things that I heard through the grapevine is just what we're doing here is kind of getting in the way. Who feels like that? Who feels like what we do on these calls are getting in the way? I want to know. Maybe I'm just mistaken, this information, but like, tell me right now so we can kind of like walk through everything. Let me know if these calls are getting in your way, if the work that we're requesting you to do, challenging you to do is getting in the way. Let me know. Put the answers in the chat. Because to be honest, we created this program because there's only 7% of students who actually go on to succeed from courses and mentorships. It's really 7 for mentorships. For courses, the percentage is 2%. Like, how many of you got courses and it just sits and collects dust? I'm gonna be honest. I got 1 or 2 courses in it that thing been like the dust got cobwebs all over, and it's in my email. So like, how many of you? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Because the real truth of the matter is we're going to make excuses for everything. That's the real truth of the matter. The real truth, we're going to make excuses for everything. Make excuses for everything. Like, that's just what we do. We make excuses for everything. And so if we don't have this call, right, what happens is now people say, yo, but I need somebody there to like hold me accountable. I need somebody there, to hold my hand. And I cringe every time somebody says hold my hand. I cringe every single time. Oh my gosh. Like, I understand it's a terminology, but damn, like, I cringe every single time I hear that. And this is not about you, right? This is not about me cringing at you. It's literally the people who be saying that, like, you haven't been a kid since at least 20 years, right? You haven't been a kid in at least 20 years. And you're saying that you need your hand held. That's a red flag. It's a red flag. And this is not to come at you in any way. This is not that. It's just saying, like, how long do we need? So I was at like a family function, and one of my little cousins, he was like, Grandma, how long are you gonna sit there? How long? You've been sitting there for a long time. The way he talked like that. How long you been sitting there? How long you gonna sit there? And I thought about it, because her response was, he said, how long have you been sitting there? She said, forever. She really hasn't been sitting there forever, but when I thought about it, when he was saying it, I was like, damn, she's been in the same position for so long. And it's not that she cannot change her position. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. And her response after he said that was, forever. And then it hit me like, damn, I just was thinking that she's been in the same spot for years. Years. It's one of my aunts. For years. And I'm thinking like, whoa, this is wild. In those moments, there's nothing I even can offer to say to her. You ever try to talk to your family members and they look at you like a deer in the headlight? You ever try to talk to your family members and they like, whoa, what are you talking about? That's like, and then they make up excuses. Like, let's just be real. How many of you have offered something to your family that you know that has taken your life to the next level, that can also take their lives to the next level? Because it's a universal thing. How many of you have offered that piece of information, that link or whatever it may be, to that family member? Can you tell me what has happened inside the group? Can you tell me, put it in the group chat. I mean, put it in the chat down below. Can you tell me what happens? When you are the one that encourages the family member to go do X, Y, and Z, just put it in the chat. And you may have the results. Like the craziest things, if you're in my family and you see myself and you see my brothers and you see a couple other people who are very successful in the family, and you aspire to have that level of success in your own right, if that's me, and it's just me, if that's me, I'm listening. That's how I was before I got to this space. I was listening. But I just want to know, because I just want to make sure we all understand that we're living the same story here. Are we living the same story here? Right. They make excuses before what? Let me know what they make excuses before. Can I know? Can y'all let me know in the chat? What do they make excuses for? Right. They make excuses before even trying it. Dang, where's my mic at? I got my mic in my car. I should have brought it out because I feel like I'm yelling. I don't like yelling like that. Can y'all hear me clearly like this? Can y'all hear me like this? Because I really like to be on some smooth, vibe talk. I don't really like, because I just be doing that because I think the mic's so far away. But they don't adhere to the information, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, Rick, you know about the mood light, man. Chill, man. I got one of those on the road with me, so I gotta just change it up. But yes, thank you, Paquita. Appreciate everybody letting me know I'm good in the chat. What? Let's be real though. What happens in the family? Like what's happened? Like let us know in the chat. Let us know, right? The thing about it is, how many of you pick up habits from your family? How many of you pick up habits from your family? I just want to see who has the real awareness, because we all do. We all pick up habits from the family. I just want to see who has the real awareness. Some of y'all probably like, not me. Nope. Wouldn't touch my family's habits with a glove. So the thing is, if you pick up your family's habits, don't you think you pick up some of those, like stopping before you even get started traits? Let me know. I want to see who's going to be honest right now. Do you think that you pick up some of those stopping before you even get started traits? This family thing is so cyclical. Like one of my family members, she said this. She said, the only reason why I mess with my brother is because that's my brother. Like if it wasn't my brother, I wouldn't speak to him. I would have no association with him. I don't do the things that he does. I don't like the things that he does. If he don't like the things that I do, that's the conversation. And her father came in one day. He's like, yo, I need you to talk to them before you leave. Before you leave out here, I need you to have a conversation with your family, brother. And I'm so open to that. The truth of the matter is, what do y'all think is going to happen? Like, let's be real here. No matter what I say, what do you think is going to happen? Let's just be real. Put the answer in the chat. Like, if I say anything to them, what do you think is going to happen? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they could really be in all aspects doing what they need to do, or in all aspects feeling like they could improve at what they do already. But what do you think is going to happen? Based upon your own scenario, what do you think is going to happen? When you were in my position, you said, okay, look, I'm the best of the best in the family. And it's not about being better than somebody. It's about being the best that wants the best, right? Like you want the best for yourself. And I realize most people just don't want better. That's the reality of it. They just do not want better. And when you break it down into the psychology of it, they actually do want better. They don't want it bad enough. They don't want it that they have to remove the habits that are feeding them in this way. So like, for example, smoking, right? Most people, like, especially people who smoke weed, go, weed is not addicting, but they smoke weed every day. How if you ever had somebody say weed is not addicting, you ever heard somebody say that weed is not addicting, how much did they smoke actually? Like, tell me, put it in the chat. And all of this is going to make sense after I round all of this out. I just want to get y'all present. Because it be the people that smoke it all day that say weed is not addicting. And these are some of the people that we actually listen to. These are some of the people that we actually listen to. So think about it. Is your mom or your dad the person that you want to role model after? Yo, the craziest thing, you know, our parents died super young, but our mom was somebody that we role model after. She was a role model for us. Like, she did all of this before this was out here. She had 2 clubs, all of that stuff going on. She employed hundreds of people. Like, she did all of that. What we do, she did all of that. She did all of that. And that was our role model for that. Then we had our dad who would take us to seminars and different things like that would help us grow. That started mentorship. That started being able to get mentorship. But the truth of the matter is, we wanted it. We wanted it. Like, it was something that our mom is such like a legend that it's more like by us doing what we're doing right now, we get closer to her. Right? People go, yeah, if your mom was here, you should be so proud of you. She is here. She's right here. She's been right here the whole time. That's how we operate. So I want you to realize something. Your family and friends, they have to want it. Your family and friends, they have to want it bad enough that they're willing to do the things that brings them the joy, that brings them the love. So you think about sitting around smoking, because a lot of times smoking bring out your true intention. If your true intention is just to chill, and when you hit the joint, you just chilling, y'all. You feel good and you're chilling. The issue is that you got mess all around you. You got decay all around you. Anything left to itself decays. Anything left onto itself decays. I don't know why, yo. This shirt is just bothering me, y'all. Like, I like my stuff to be like even, and it's not even right now. Y'all seeing some of my OCD come out. But the thing of it is, right? See, Rick be on it. Rick don't play no games. Rick be. Yeah, y'all can see me. I've been fidgeting with it the whole time. Like, yo, man, this thing is bothering me. Take the camera off me. Don't even let me see myself right now. So, the thing is this, yo, like, you have to fit in somewhere. Like, inside of all of that mess, what's the message in it? You have to fit in somewhere. You came from that lineage, right? Of eating, thinking. That is your lineage. Somewhere along that road of your success and your journey of healing and overcoming trauma, you've dealt with some of those issues that we kind of like push back from, right? The drug abuse, the verbal abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, all of those different things that open up. Yeah, man, I got distracted because my shirt got back to this other side. It's leaning like, what's going on here today? Yo, what about, this one? Nah, I ain't even gonna get into it. The point is this, yo. You see all of those traits, right? You hear the things, right? You said, okay, yeah, I got you, Paquita. I'm just being real in the moment, right? I really don't have to think about any. I'm just kind of letting y'all in on me a little bit to see my nature of being a human, right? Because being up here, you probably could just see me as just a person that's on TV somewhere. Like, oh, some of y'all haven't met me, right? But I just wanted to be real and authentic because I know that's what we do. Some of us do that. Like, we get caught up with certain things and then now, it takes a turn. But this is all for a good reason. So when I asked everybody, I said, I gave y'all the scenario about talking with the family members and what's going to happen. Mostly everybody agreed that it's not going to go well. And it's because there's resistance. But I want you to understand something inside of you. How many of you have resisted what we said? How many of you have resisted posting every day? How many of you have resisted utilizing this Love Plus platform as a tool to organize everything that goes on in Fund Your Freedom, everything that goes on in Mailbox Millionaires Academy? How many of you actually show up to some of the events, hang out with us, enjoy the time, but then you just don't even do the work? Let me know, because that's you. Remember how we always talk about family? Yo, family, what's up? And we all family. I'm coming to my family and I'm saying this. I'm talking about all of you here. Coming to my family, I'm saying, yo, look, y'all want to become more effective in less time? Because that's what everybody wants. Don't you want to make $100,000 faster than your job could pay you quicker than you can save it? Like, isn't that something that you want? Right? Don't you want to be able to get 20 years of your time back? Don't you want to be able to get 10 years of your time back? Don't you want to live the rest of your life as the best of your life? And then I'm coming to you and I'm showing you, hey, look, guys, this is what we got going on. This is how we've been doing it. It's how you make $1 million. It's how you make 6 figures in 6 months. It's how we done it in a month, right? It's how we make 5 figures in a day. Like, and we're showing you that the mind is what's attracting all that. It's not about the fact. I'm telling you right now, some of y'all know so much game, but you don't know how to implement the game. Some of y'all know so much about how to clean your credit, but are you getting paid for it? Some of you know so much on how to get funded, but have you gotten anybody else funded? Some of y'all know so much on structuring your business. Did you structure your own business? So what I'm showing you in real time is that even though we are pointing the finger, there's always 3 fingers pointing back at us. So when y'all go, yeah, my family just don't want to learn. My family just don't want to do. That's you. You're a reflection of your family. That's you. You don't want to learn. You don't want to listen. You don't want to follow direction. But it doesn't have to be that way, right? Think about it. All the conversations that you had with your family and friends that could have been avoided and it turned into some big ass arguments for what? All you were just trying to do is just help, but it seems like they don't want the help. I'd rather struggle. And in fact, some people say that, right? They say, I'd rather struggle than ask for help. Are you struggling and not asking for help? Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're struggling and not asking for help. Put a 2 in the chat if you are not. Because if you are struggling and not asking for help, I want you to raise your virtual hand, come up here and share what you are struggling with. Look how the numbers in the 1 stop. As soon as I start saying that, look at all of those numbers just stop. Oh, now I ain't coming to raise my hand now. Put a 2 in the chat just because. Look, David done switched up from a 1 to a 2. Stacy done switched up from a 1. No, I'm joking. So the thing is this, y'all. That's you right now. You are that extended family that when we're speaking to you, you're giving us the resistance. Like Anthony, there's no way you shouldn't be further along in this program. There's no way. But what's happening to you is that you're allowing outside circumstances to come in and to move you off your task. So raise your virtual hand. What are you struggling with? I really would love to know, what are you struggling with? I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm struggling with right now. I'm struggling with getting great sleep all the time. Like I've been struggling with getting great sleep here and there, but then I was, I got on the road. So now it's a little bit different. Now I'm struggling with getting great sleep on the weekends. All right, so I'm making progress. Shout out, clap it up, snap it up. I'm making progress. I'm getting back to it. I've been waking up at 5:30. Like I'm getting back into the swing, but on the weekend, I don't wake up at 5:30. On the weekend, I might enjoy time going out with some family and friends. The other night on Saturday, I went out with my cousins until 2 o'clock in the a.m. And they wanted to go somewhere else. I dropped them off. I was like, yeah, I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna drop y'all off. And I fell asleep in front of the building. Pulled up to the building, fell asleep. 20 minutes, I'm like, nah, let me get it. I'm super tired. I'm glad I didn't even go out. Let me just go in the house. You get what I'm saying? So we got to be careful about how we're operating, because I know that we think that we know that we got control, but the truth of the matter is your body is going to tell you that you don't. The truth of the matter is your life is going to show you that you don't. The truth of the matter is your family is going to reveal to you that you don't. The truth of the matter is you're going to feel like you don't have it together. But that's where the trick comes in at. The trick is like, you have to understand nobody has it together. So you're living in a false illusion thinking that you have to have it all together. We don't need to have it all together. We just need to work through the things that's in our way. So I need us to raise our hand now and let's work through some of the things that's in our way. This wouldn't be accountability if we're not actually holding anybody accountable. So Sunshine, will you please help orchestrate the hands? Can I get Sunshine and Nico? Sunshine and Nico, can y'all orchestrate the hands for today, please?
Absolutely. Queen Santana, come talk to us, Queen.
Good morning. So I am struggling with asking for help, and it's not regarding anybody in the group, because I've gotten a lot of help from people in this group. It's locally, like here, people that are in my face, in my family, people that are around me. So it's like either they're not qualified to help me, or they have a bunch of excuses. So I'm pouring in. I'm reaching out to the people that I help the most when I need help. But the people that I'm helping are not qualified, don't have their stuff together. It's not financial. It's Sometimes I just need a hand. They don't have cars. They don't have money. They don't have their life together. And it's like I'm tired of pouring in. Most of them is my family. And you don't want to just leave your family high and dry. But I'm getting to that point. And it bothers me because I feel bad about it. But, you know, they are draining me.
All right. I want to send you a lot of love because how many of us are really dealing with that, y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if we're dealing with that. Like, I just want to show you something in real time, Santana. Just look at the chat. You driving, right? Or I don't know. What you doing? Yeah.
I'm driving.
Yeah. Typically you will be driving. All right, cool. So you can't see the ones, but there's ones coming in. There's Yanas coming in. There's hearts coming in. And the reason why I wanted to have this real conversation, y'all, is because this whole week is supposed to be about systems for success, right? We cannot have a system for success if our system, our family functional system at home, and just in our immediate family, is just not conducive to our success. Santana, the question for you is, are the behaviors and the way that they act and beliefs, are those conducive to your success?
Not at all.
So the question remains for you, how long is it going to take for you to move forward with, let's just say you had extra weight. Let's just call a family extra weight because that's things you have to carry that if they weren't there, you would be a little bit more lighter. Let's just say there was 3 of you, right? If there were 3 of you in the family, how much further along could you be?
A lot further.
Tell me for real though. Tell me the truth. Like how further along can you be?
I will be a lot further along. I think that I have done good lately with disconnecting myself, but now it's the talk. Now it's she thinks she's better than us. And now it's you know, she forgot where she came from. And now it's you know, me progressing and me being happy where I'm going, but I don't have that family support no more. I'm not at the family gatherings anymore because I'm all the talk and I don't have time for it. So it's like I'm focused on my business and the family that I created, not the one that I came from. And I'm
Right.
closer to some of the people even here on this call than I am with my own family.
Right. Just remember, everybody, family is just the people that you were born into this world with or from. That's all it is. It's shown in so many ways when there's a lot of fathers who abandon their children. It shows in a lot of ways where there's a lot of mothers who keep their children away from their fathers. It shows in a lot of ways where brothers and sisters are fighting each other, calling each other out of their names. It shows in so many ways when you can hug and feel comfortable in the presence of a stranger and feel toxic and constricted in the presence of a family. So just please understand, like for you, Santana, and this goes for anybody in the situation, people that may start with you may not go with you. People that may start with you may not finish with you. People may start with you, but they may not get there with you. The faster you realize that, faster you go, because then it's like you are releasing the weight from your presence. What I'm not saying is, I'm not saying abandon your family. I'm not saying give up on anybody. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying you have to be the best version of yourself. Have you had conversations? Have you do you need work? The truth of the matter is we still need work. Like we can't communicate our feelings and our dreams and our goals because we can't even communicate it to ourselves. So it's even harder to communicate it to somebody else. Now, to get them to believe us and to move on our accord when we haven't shown any results, I want, first of all, who's shown results? Put the 1 in the chat if you have results of what you would like to offer to your family. Put the 1 in the chat. Don't give me no fake ones about, you know, and don't give me no 1.5s. Don't give me no fake ones when you say, yeah, I kind of got the results, but no. What are you doing that you want to do that you say that other people, they say they want to do it, now you want to help them do it, right? Because you're not just coming to your family, just forcing them to do something. They actually came out their mouth and said, oh, I want X, Y, and Z. So you feel like, yeah, I could do it. I can show them this. And then when you show them this, they like, nah, that's not really what I want. That's what you got going on. Clap it for you, but that ain't for me. And I want y'all to realize that it's a communicational thing, but it's also interpretation. Communication and interpretation, right? That's in the chat. Communication and interpretation. Those are the two biggest factors in determining your life experiences. Some family members just need to have their hands held. Some family members just need to see it up close and personal. Some family members are distracted with other things. Some family members just don't want it. That's it. It's not anything difficult. It's not something that is, you could get better with your communication. Because what if you can speak to them in the way that they see it versus speaking to them in the way that you see it? How many of you actually communicate the way that you see things to people? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. How many of you communicate to people the way that you see things? Because that's what I think that's happening. I think that we're seeing it our way, so we communicate it our way, but they didn't grow into our way. They didn't go through what we went through. They didn't do the things that we've done, but we're communicating based upon that, and that's where we're getting lost. Because everybody's way is the right way. So that's why it's not about right or wrong. It's about workable and non-workable. And Santana, the situation is non-workable. You got to do something to make it workable. And it doesn't mean you leave your family alone and abandon everybody and say F them, but this is why y'all be hearing about celebrities and different public figures who they have problem with their children as they grow up, or now you hear backlash coming out because all these other things that stem that nobody can see except for the people that's dealing with it directly. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. I just spent time on that, y'all, because I've seen so many people resonate. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't just talking to Santana. I was talking with everyone, and everyone had a chance to chime in the chat. But just understand, the people that start with you will not be the people that end with you. It's unfortunate, but that's just the reality. And it may be one or two people that go with you, but that's not what this life is about. This life is about improving and making the situations better. It's about having beautiful experiences. It's about leaving the earth a better place before you came here. That's all it is. And if you could change one life, if you could change two lives, you've done your job. The one life that you need to change is yours. Yeah, I know everybody's saying it's bittersweet and everybody say this, but remember, look at the other perspective where I'm up here and I'm saying this to everybody. Only 7% of you are going to go ahead and succeed. So out of 58 people on this group right here, somebody do the math. 7% of 58. How many people are actually going to go on to be successful and hit their goal targets? I know everybody's going to say I'm one, right? Watch this. Let me show you the disconnect in real time. Everybody drop a one in the chat if you're going to be part of that 7%. Everybody, watch how everybody dropped the one in the chat. But watch how those same people that haven't done the stuff, the work that's on the calls, they're putting the ones in the chat. Those individuals are just like your family members. They believe that they got it already. They believe that they will be successful. So when you come up and you're saying stuff to them, it doesn't matter what you say to them because they already believe in their heart they're going to be successful. Like my aunt, she's probably successful in her own way. She's probably beating the system. Say, you know what, I'm beating the system and this is how I choose to live. So therefore, I've been in the same spot forever, but guess what? I ain't have to work for nobody. So you see how language dictates what's going on in your life? I don't have to work for nobody. The truth is you have to work for everybody that needs you. You have to work for everybody that needs you. So understanding that you might be in that same category, the same way that you're looking at your family, that's you right now on this call. Only 7% of you are going to win. That's not me, that's the data. That's why we put together the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp. That's why we did it, because we looked at the numbers. We said, whoa, egregious. We need to make sure that we can have a system that is going to allow us to get to another level. And the truth is what? What is the truth? Put the answer in the chat. That somebody can have all of the information in front of them. Somebody can have all the tools, like y'all did that, right? Y'all brought all the tools in front of them, right? You don't want it. You don't want it. You do not want it. What are the excuses that you say? What are the excuses? Like, they took Santana off the camera like, nah, take off. I'm not yelling at Santana, by the way. I'm just speaking. What are the excuses? Let me show you how these little words take away from your millions. Let me show you how these little words take you away from your lifestyle. Let me show you how these little words take you away from being with the family members that you truly love. The same exact excuses that you're using right here, you used when it comes to the family. The same exact excuses that you use right here, you do it when it comes to teaching the family. The same exact excuses, you use them right here when it comes to showing somebody else how to get to that next level. Why? And that's why I stopped hitting my head over. I start going, okay, yo, get the needed resources. And then it went from 4 needed resources to 1. It said, yo, just get the transformation blueprint. Like if you get that, you're gonna be okay. Just get that part. Like forget the fact that you don't have time management skills. If you can't even fix your own mind to see yourself at a higher version, to see your identity, it ain't even no use for you getting the time management because you're not gonna use it anyway. How many of you actually got the resources and use the resources? Put the answers in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you actually use the resources. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't. Don't lie about it. Just be real. So that way you can get the best result out of this. Because I know, I can see what y'all do. I know. And nobody's exempt. We all are doing it somewhere. Like I just told you, I got courses. Think about it. I'm being selfish. I got courses that's sitting in my email that hasn't even been touched, but not even touched. I touched some of them, but there are some things in it that I purchased I never even used. Me being selfish. What if that material can help you out? Just like all my sales information, my sales strategy, just like all the mindset, right? Like I got this from tutelage, from learning, from studying, experiments, and I was able to give that to people to help break them free from the constraints that's holding them back, which is the mind. What if I just kept that to myself? What are you doing? What are you keeping to yourself? You got golden information that you just keeping to yourself, being selfish, because all you're thinking about is what you don't have. That's what those excuses are. Those excuses that came up in the chat, put the excuses again. I don't have time. What else? Oh, that's what you lack. I apologize for everybody. I'm going over your time for some of y'all because I know last time Angela was upset. I'll say, look, 30 seconds left. Angela was like, you making interruptions. Like, nah, chill, Angela. Those 2 different things. All right, I'm answering your questions. I'm answering your questions in real time. And I'm showing everybody in real time that you just don't want it bad enough. That's the reason why you don't do the work. But shout out to everybody who is doing the work. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people who are making the strides to build connections. Shout out to you who are creating relationships with each other, strategic partnerships, who are creating accountability partners. Shout out to you. So I want to go to the next person. What are you struggling with? Nico, who's next?
All right, Anthony. Let's come on, Anthony. Come with it.
Grand Rising family. Thank you, Mogul and Love Plus family. First and foremost, these calls are what I needed. And like, I don't know who said that stuff about that it's taking time because like this is what we asked for. Like me and my wife, we invested in other programs and they don't come with it. You just give you the program, you deal with it, you motivate yourself and finish it off. We'll see you at graduation. And that's how that goes. And what else? And yeah, all those excuses. It wasn't until I went to one of the events. That's why they say go get in the rooms is important. It wasn't until I went last week, 2 weeks ago to Atlanta that I was like, damn. Like I started jumping on the app. Like that was me. Like, oh, why I gotta get the app? So much other stuff. Like we got to do all this stuff, but everything has like everything has a reason, rhyme and reason for it. Because if we and that's speaking for me. If I can't do these little things, how am I going to do the big things, And so the thing I have issue with, I have all this information, but since I'm not fully confident yet, like I know the way I'm going to come up right now is wholesaling. So I still don't feel comfortable assessing the properties, like see if it makes sense. So I haven't executed. I already have a team. I created LLC. I have a team with my classmates. We created LLC. We're paying for DIY. We invested, not paying. We invested in DIY. And it's like, I feel frozen. Like I want to call it, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Thank you, Anthony. I love what you're saying. I just want to ask you something in real time so you can get a real time result. How selfish are you being? How selfish are you being right now?
Very selfish because my wife and daughter, like we were moving last night. I was like, damn, like I heard Mogul's call last night. You don't want it bad. And I was like, damn, that ain't hard. Like I moved 3 times in the last 3 months because I travel for work. and I move, and it sucks. It's like, damn, I wanted something stable already. Like, I've been in the family since May. May. I should have been a little bit ahead, you know. So I've been selfish.
So what do you need to do? Like, let's just be real. Like, I want you to spend 1 hour, and you got it. Especially like when we spend 10 minutes on Instagram here. How many times y'all check Instagram or check social media or check emails? But give me the minutes. Give me how many times, right? Then I want to add some minutes to it, right? So tell me how many times. Just give me a number. How many times?
Me?
How many times do you open up the app? How many times do you go on like any type of social media? Give me a number though. Give me a number. Give me a number.
A lot. Like, it's almost like a problem.
Okay, how often would you spend on it? Like, how often? I'm literally thinking 10 minutes. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes, but I'm just going to go on the safe side and say 10 because I know 20 actually happens and 30 actually happens. But just for the like average, I'm going to just say 10 because I know for a fact that most of you really be on it for 20 minutes. I know that. But I'm not going to go with that. I'm just going to go with the smallest one, which is 10 minutes. Let's say you went on for 10 times a day. That's it. In fact, I would love for one of y'all to track it and see. I don't even think they do that yet. I don't even think they track how many times you open the app yet. But I think that you should track that. In fact, how many of you open the app, go in the app, close it out, but then subconsciously reopen it after you close it out? Like, how many of you actually do that? You open up the app, you go on the app, you realize, damn, I shouldn't be on here. You close it out, but subconsciously you turn it right back on. Like, literally right back on. Like, it's not even like time went by. You go right, and you go, wait a minute, didn't I just say I gotta get out of here? And you get out of here. Let's just say 10 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes. 10 minutes times 10. How many minutes is that? 100 minutes? How many minutes? How many minutes are we spending, right? What's 100 minutes? What's 100 minutes?
Almost an hour and a half.
Right, over an hour and a half, right? So if it's over an hour and a half, don't we just have an hour? Like, imagine if we took that same 100 minutes, but we spent an hour working on something without any distraction. Then once the hour was up, we had a reward of 30 to 40 minutes to play on social media. Wouldn't that feel better versus being on social media, and every time you're on social media, you get reminded by time that, damn, I got some other stuff I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Facts.
So what are you struggling with, Ant, that you need to have sorted out?
Well, I'm gonna go to the app because I looked at it yesterday, the time management one. I gotta do the time management one and get on that. And I gotta get back on the accountability ones. So my boy app could keep me on point. Because I could do the work. I wake up early and I work out on myself and do that stuff, but it's like for that stuff is like my Anna tells me, you staying busy. Like, but you're not doing the work to get out of doing that stuff.
Right. So I like what Kara just said in the chat. When it's time for bed, she watch TikToks. This is what I did yesterday, y'all. Like, yesterday I started taking the mirror challenge, right? Because Apolline was posting the mirror challenge on his Instagram. I'm like, all right, yeah, let me take the mirror challenge. Imagine if we just did the challenges, y'all. Like, the same way that we go on Instagram, imagine if we just did the challenge. Like, with the one, I did the first step inside the mirror challenge, the very first step inside the mirror challenge, and it shifted my mind dramatically. The very first, I didn't even finish it yet. I'm in day 2 right now, but the very first one last night, and I'm in the car. I'm literally at a family function having a barbecue. Finally, they did make me something. They had some type of pasta and some other stuff for the first time. Like, anytime I just don't get counted in, I come up and I'm like, yo, what's up? Yeah, y'all got nothing for me. Like, nah, whatever. All right, cool. So I did the mirror challenge. I did literally the first one. I'm sitting in a car, brand new breakthrough. Brand new breakthrough. A brand new breakthrough that's not even just about the money, but it's going to lead to the impact that gets me the money regardless. But if I didn't sit down and do that, I wouldn't even have gotten that. If Apolline didn't even post it on his Instagram, I wouldn't have gotten that. Because I've seen what he wrote about. Which is like, yo, he actually had a breakthrough on this. Let me read more into what he did. So before I move on to the next person, and I'm gonna be quick with everybody else. I'm not gonna forget y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all up. But I want to bring up Apolline real quick. Apolline, can you express What did it feel like to do the mirror challenge? And just give me 30 seconds or less, because I want some more time to talk to my people, because this is the last week. So I want to really, you know, give a lot today. Can we spotlight them?
Unmute. There you go.
Yeah, I would say it feels different from the way like that we're talking right now. If I'm telling you about my emotions, my thoughts, and when you actually look yourself in the eyes and you have to say these things, like, you know how they say the eyes is the windows to your soul, like you actually feel what you're hiding, or, you know, that you thought you've got over subconsciously. So that's what the mirror challenge been like for me so far.
So what was the breakthrough for you?
The breakthrough for me was I feel like I'm the kind of person that seems like I'm not really bothered by anything, you know, like I'm kind of the person that is solution based. And, you know, I thought I was past a lot of my traumas, but when I looked myself in the eyes and I had to say those words, like what I forgive myself for, it was like, nah, that stuff is still there. Like there's still some things that has been holding me back from being my full self, from expressing myself, or living at my highest potential. So that was my breakthrough, was like, yo, you know, even though I'm consistent and I'm putting in a lot of work, like, you know, it's really that love that I haven't been expressing. Like I'm not consistent with showing love or accepting love, or, you know, being parts of teams, being parts of families. So, you know, those were the things that were coming up for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody send some love to Apollina in the chat. Go take some of the challenges. I realize only maybe 2 or 3 of you out of 58 people are actually doing challenges. This app is a groundbreaking app. Believe it or not, this will transform your life single-handedly. These calls are coming from that app, right? It's a companion from the app. That's why we are thinking that you're doing the work with the needed resources. But the issue is when you don't do the work and you just come to the call, it's just motivation. When you add the two together, it's transformation, because it's information and inspiration, and then it causes that transformation. Please take the challenges for you. Don't do it for me. Do it for you. I've taken these challenges already, and this is why I'm here. See, and I haven't even monetized the app like that. So when I go do these press runs and I go on these podcasts to monetize the app, you're going to see a whole explosion. I haven't even monetized this thing yet, right? I haven't even actually monetized this thing yet. So just please understand, you are operating in a space where we provide everything for you, but you're just like those family members who just are so resistant. And there's nothing that we could do. There's nothing. So when you end the program, Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp program, and you no longer have these calls, there's always something that comes up, right? Bring up Sunshine real fast. Sunshine, what happens usually when people take these calls for granted and take the app for granted as far as doing the work, whether it's the website, the .com, or it's the app? But I want to bring Sunshine up, then I'm gonna go back to the hands because we do have to close out 9:30 sharp.
So to be honest with you, family, I can't begin to tell you how many phone calls I get on the back end from when the accountability calls actually end. There becomes this emptiness. These calls have become a needed necessity that I don't think that you start to realize you have this outlet that allows you a safe space to be able to talk and indulge in and deal with some of the things that you need to hear to help keep you pushing through everything that you're going through. There's so many tools to utilize here. And then you also have coaches in here to help you along the way. And then just like that, it's gone. And now it's up to you to carry the torch and keep going. When you no longer have that and you lose access to that, you feel lost. All of a sudden, a lot of people become stagnant and they stop moving. And now they're looking to figure out how can they get back? Like, how can I have that again when they didn't utilize it properly in the first place? So please don't be those people. Don't be any of those people that feel like you don't know what to do anymore because you do not have this space. Utilize it while you still have it. My team, y'all know I speak to y'all all the time. Go in. But for all of y'all on this call, I need everybody. You have the resources, you have the tools. Don't you dare be one of those to take this time for granted.
Absolutely. So sending love to Anthony. Anthony, just take the challenges. Like literally anything that you're going through, take the challenges. It will help you out. Shout out to Sabrina who just joined the Mirror Challenge. Literally, these things are going to help you. But I know some of y'all 100% perfect wherever you are right now, and you don't really want that. That's fine. I'm only speaking to people who want transformation in life. That's me. I like to be around people who want love, connectivity, financial prosperity, who want to make 4 or 5 figures by being themselves. That's the people that I want to be around. Don't get me wrong, I'm around a bunch of other people because it's about love. So not everybody's going to vibe with me personally or vibe with my team personally. However, I'm saying I want to vibe with you personally. I'm saying I want to be the person that helps you transform your life because you deserve it. That's what I'm saying. Here's how I help you. I help you by giving you things that I've created. I'm a philosopher. I'm an inspirational thinker. My best trait is thinking. It's not coming up here speaking to you. That's not my best trait. It's not coming up here speaking to you. The only reason why I'm able to speak the way I can is because of the way I think. It's not because I speak the way I speak because it's not the way I think because of the way I speak. I mean, clear it up so that way it's clean. It's not the way that I don't think this way because I speak this way, right? I speak this way because I think this way. So that is the key. The key is the way that you think. That's the key. So the challenges force you to think. It forces you to actually think because let's be real. How many of you are actually thinking past the normal day-to-day activities in your life? How many of you are thinking past that point? Are you just thinking about what to do, how much bills you have to pay, or how much money? Well, who here is thinking past, beyond what is already happening in front of you? Are you thinking beyond it? And when you start to think beyond it, you now need tools and systems to help you push beyond it. So that way you don't just think, right? Because a lot of people think, okay, I want a better house, I want a better this, I want a better that, I want a better that. But how many people do? So you got to think beyond that point. So you got to get you to have something that's going to challenge you to do the activity. And that's what the challenges are. The challenges are helping you do the activity to get the thing because you may want $1 million, but you're not doing the thing to get you the $1 million. The challenge forces you to do the thing that you need to do to get what you want. And that is the beauty of it because there's no reason to complain. If all I need to do was focus on these particular things, then I can get what I want. If y'all knew that was the real secret is your focus on this particular thing that gives you this result. That's it. That's all it is. Your focus on this particular thing, whether doing this well or doing it average, is going to produce this type of result. And that result is your life. So if you want greatness, then you have to do certain things in order to attract the greatness. So your focus has to become great on whatever it is that you want to do. But the issue with that is we don't have the direction. But now what if you had the direction? Imagine if you had these calls, but you also got the results. Imagine that, like when you come on a call like Rick, or you come on a call like some other people who are making cash or who are building these networks. Like imagine if you got results along with the calls. That's what this program is for. The program is to help you get the results along with the call, so that way you feel loved, heard, felt, seen, appreciated. Right? Let's go to some other hands real fast. Who do we have next, Sunshine?
Queen Tyra, come talk to us, Queen.
What was the question again?
What are you struggling with? Or if you're struggling with anything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even, it's all my fault.
I love the honesty and I love the commitment. It's all our faults, 100%. It's all our faults. Like it is. But for you, Queen, what are you actually struggling with that we can help? What are you struggling with?
I joined the program. It was because the main thing that got me was when they said this part of it. The life coach, the dig deep to figure out why we want things that we don't have. And I was like, I want that more than the others. I've told you several times, I've asked for help on camera, off camera. All I wanted was a conversation to talk and get my foundation right. And I didn't get it. I used to pour out my heart on all this homework. I never stopped with the homework every day, 2 a.m., completing it, pouring my heart out. And then I feel like, is anybody reading it? I mean, I know it's for me, but I wanted something back. I wanted some help, and I didn't get it. I spent all that money going to Atlanta, you know, trying to keep pushing myself to stay committed, to keep digging until I just can't stop, because I keep trying. And I came back, and I just haven't done anything since, because I
got you, Tyra. Let me jump in there.
2 in the morning. I'm done.
Let me jump in there. Let me jump in there. So this is what I'm gonna do, because just for the sake of time, I want to do something else, but just for the sake of time, this is what I'm gonna do.
So
I'm gonna
are
get on the
they?
phone with you personally. Let's
Huh?
mute Marcus. All right, cool. I'm gonna get on the phone with you personally, right? And I'm gonna build with you personally. I did offer other opportunities, but like, as I mentioned, I'm gonna build with you personally. This is something that you wanted. Can we bring Tyra back up to the screen? I don't see her only because Marcus. All right, cool. I can see her again. All right. So I'm gonna how would you love that? Because that's what it sounds like. It's not like you really want that. And I'm gonna be the one to do that for you and do that with you. All right. So this is what I'll do. I'll send you a message, and then we will build. I'll give you my Calendly link, and you can get on my Calendly link. And today, I say let's do that today. Let's not even waste time. I got 3 calls back to back. So once I finish up the last call, which will probably be like 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, around 1 o'clock, around that time I should be good. Around 1 to 3. All right.
Thank you.
All right, because that's very important. Tyra's saying, hey, look, this is what I want. I want this the most. And the reason why I want this the most is this is what I'm struggling with. If this is what she's struggling with, we must be there for each other. Right? We must be there for each other. So send her a lot of love. Everybody send some love to Tyra, and I'm gonna build with you, Tyra. Who we got next? We got 2 minutes. We got a hard stop at but everybody can get through 30 seconds or less. That's 90 seconds. All right, who's up next? Nico. Nico, can you hear me?
And Levonzel up next. Can you see her on the
Okay.
screen?
All right, cool. What's
Good
up,
morning,
Queen?
Kings and Yes, I know what to do. Well, my struggle is actually I want to do as far as cleaning up my credit. I want to do what Mogul was telling us to do, to go get the cards and arranging the dates, and we got to do it a couple of times to pay off my debt. My thing is, I'm not comfortable with the amount of knowledge. I don't think I have enough knowledge on how to do it, how to arrange it, and I'm afraid of trying to go in and do it and not knowing what I'm doing and get further in debt that I'm in as it is. So that's what I'm struggling with. Going in
Okay.
and just execute that.
All right. So let me add this. And my coaches, can y'all jump on to that next call, please? Who I think I want somebody to stay behind, and that person is.
And also, I didn't get that call with Sunshine last week.
Oh yeah, you'll get that call. Sunshine's setting that up. You talking about the 15-minute call?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Sunshine, you setting that up, right? Yeah. So you'll get that. That's not even an issue. All right, Jasmine, you stay behind, Jasmine, and everybody else, all the other coaches, y'all can go to the next meeting. So I just dropped it in the chat. So Sunshine, you got to go there now. All right, cool. So for you, Queen, one of the things I want you to look at is this. Have you reached out and created an accountability partner?
Actually, I was trying to create accountability partner last night with I have her name. I can't. The name is not popping in my head right now, but we were just trying to hook up last night.
Okay.
So,
This is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to move with speed with that. Like, there's no reason why this is week 4 and you don't have that partner like this. Like, you should have already known everybody. And this is not a get on you type of time. I'm just saying, pick it up. Pick it up.
okay.
All right. So
Any
get that
extra keys over
person
there?
today. Go ahead,
I'm
Queen.
sorry, I didn't hear you.
Get that person today. Right? Get that accountability partner today. Like, don't wait on that. The issue is that we wait and the days just pile up. Sabrina needs an accountability partner. Everybody, remember we said every week you're supposed to be rotating partners? Who here has done that? Did we just forget about it? I think we just forgotten about it, some of us.
But I thought it was supposed to be. Is it supposed to be just anybody in the group or someone in our group?
I would choose, if I'm you, I'm choosing someone in your group, but it could be anybody. You don't need just one. You can have 2, but you can
Okay.
get somebody in your group and then get somebody outside the group. Like, I'm just being creative. Like, you're here to build relationship. That's what this mentorship is for. You're here to get information and build relationship. Anybody who's saying they're nervous, anybody who's saying no, the coaches are not, coaches could rotate y'all, but y'all could just choose. You can have 2 people. Like, you're gonna have 2 people by nature. Like, you're gonna have more than 2 people by nature. You're gonna meet people and build with people. So that's nothing, y'all. You could definitely have 2. But real quick, you have to link in with people. Like, you have to. Like, that is a necessary step. Anybody who's feeling like this, they can't operate or run a play, just get to practice. Like, learn it. Like, there's nothing that's stopping you that's learning it, because we're here to learn. So don't hold yourself back by thinking that you're not ready to perform because you don't know it. Of course you don't know it. That's why you're in a mentorship. Go learn it. Go learn it. Like, don't get caught up with what you can't do. Get caught up with what you can do and prepare for that. So that way you can be successful. But to be honest, like, we got 3 days to become a tighter-knit group. We got 3 days. Who's willing to execute in the next 3 days?
I think we all are.
No, I can't hear that. I gotta really let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat, because to be honest, 3 weeks don't went by. It's the 4th week, and then guess what? Everybody's sitting up here like, okay, I'm just here. These calls are check-in calls. You're supposed to be doing the work and you check in, right? All right, cool. You let us know. That's why we ask the wins. First people to raise their hand. We're not supposed to get to everybody, but I'll just be extending a little bit. But the truth of the matter is, you got to be the first 1 or 2. Like, that's really have to be your goal. 1 or 2 people get your hands up. Yo, raise my virtual hand real quick. That's really the truth. When I just be extending the time just to go, that's just for the love. Like Paquita, Monique, yeah, we're gonna let them go, but to be honest, they're supposed to be faster. You get what I'm saying? They're supposed to be faster. Remember that old commercial with the dude who had like the little the fishing rod? He's like, gotta be quicker than that. That's y'all right now. Excuse me, you gotta be quicker than that. All right, Jasmine has to take over because I do have to go to the next call, y'all. So Jasmine, go ahead, Jazz. And then I'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday, right? And I'm gonna see some of y'all tomorrow in class. Peace, love, beautiful energy. Make sure y'all get y'all work done. Let's go. I'm out. Jasmine, you the host.
Copy.
But Jasmine, you have to finish up right after Paquita. Don't go past 5 minutes.
All right. Let's get it. Queen Monique, talk to us. What's your impact, Queen? What we struggling with?
Okay, so for me, I realize I'm struggling with asking for help. I think today's call pretty much just pointed out for me that I'm used to being the go-to person in my family and my crowds and knowing information that's going to help everybody and not really being able to get like feedback or guidance for them to add to me. So I like that we have everyone around that's willing to help and answer questions, but I'm not asking my direct personal questions because I'm stuck in that mindset. So that's what I'm going to be working on this week. I did get a lot of value from last week's call with the gentleman that came on about organization. So I have been putting in tools to get better organized. I did try to run like a personal play, which I seen what I could have did better. And I'm going to bring that to the group later today just to get everybody's feedback.
Love that, Queen. Show some love to Queen Monique in the chat. Do you have an accountability partner?
I do. I have a few. I work with Walt. I work with Courtney, Haley, Destiny. Yeah.
So what do you feel as though that you're struggling with that you can work on starting today?
Being more open to the masses, being vulnerable, or letting them in, like the entire group inside, because even though I learned the lesson myself, I think a lot of people in the group could learn from it as well. And it's almost like just reiterating that, okay, the coach was right when they said don't do this. I learned from that lesson. So instead of taking or talking to just my personal accountability partners out of comfort, putting it in the group for everybody.
Absolutely love that. And when you express exactly what you're going through, not only does it help you, but it helps maybe somebody else that's going through the same thing. So we appreciate you, Queen. Let's start that today. Lock in. We see you doing the work. So make sure you continue to do the work. Love the hair, love the eyes. It's nice seeing you. Right. It's nice seeing you. I'm gonna get in trouble because I can stay here all day. So we gotta go. But show some love to Queen Monique. Thank you for sharing, Queen. Let's be consistent in that group. Let's get it. All right, Queen Paquita, you have your camera on? Where you at?
Hey, Queen, I'm actually getting ready to leave out, so I can't put my camera on right now. But I'm going to be quick. So, look, this is what I'm struggling with, right? So, last week, I had missed the training with Smitty because I had to go and take care of some other business for my business. And it was, like, mandatory as well, right? So, this morning, I look up at my calendar to see, like, what I got going on for the week. And I realized I have another event going on Wednesday at the same time as Smitty. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this cannot be happening. Like, because both events are powerful, right? It's like Smitty is going to get a game. And, you know, like when I was talking to my group last night, we was on a Zoom call for what, like 5 hours, 5 hours. And they were saying like some of the best stuff was when he stopped our recording. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like these recordings don't give me no justice because again, I be looking for that energy from everybody, right? And that's like, what do I do? Yes, I can be in the room at this particular event that I have coming up Wednesday at 7 o'clock, well, 8 o'clock Eastern time, but I'll be in the room and I can put my ear pods in. But it's like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So it's like trying to prioritize what's important because both of them are valuable and important. So it's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So look, I'm going to say this while we on call. My teammates who we was on the call with last night, I'm going to need you to do that thing for me one more again because I'm going to be on that one more time, but I'm going to need y'all to do that one more again for me. Zip it up or whatever it is you got to do. I'm going to be on this call with Smitty, but I can't be like 100% give my focus. I can't have tunnel vision with this call. So it's like, when you're trying to do something good, that's what my struggle is when you're trying to do something, you on a mission and you got that tunnel vision of what you got to do. Then you start realizing before this was even scheduled, something was already scheduled. And it's like, why is it happening the same days I got to get on these calls? Why it's not a Tuesday or a Thursday or a Monday or a Saturday? You know, why I got to be on the Wednesday at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central Time? You know what I'm saying? So that's just my struggle. But y'all just keep me in y'all prayers, man. For real. Because I really, 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 really want to be on this call, like all in. But I really, really, really need to be in this building as well, all in, because it's helping my business. It's really helping my business. So that's all I got. That's all I got.
For sharing. Make sure we show some love to Queen Paquita in the chat. So, Queen, I mean, when you ask a problem or you have a problem, usually the solution is in the problem, right? So needing to be in more than one space at more than one time, right? But you have strategic partnerships, you have accountability partners. So we have to utilize those resources, right? If somebody else is in the room and those notes and what's taken, we need to really just prioritize which one is more important for that time. And the other one has to be delegated so that you can be technically in two places at one time. Do you also have like a planner or some type of daily calendar that allows you to write down what's going on when it's going on?
Well, you know what? I put them whenever, like I have appointments or events or whatever. Whenever I have it, I always put it in my calendar, right? So when we first got on the first call, when Boone was broke down the times of the prayer call, the workout calls, and all that, I put that in my calendar, right? So, but when I put it in my calendar, I didn't see that it said you got this particular event on this particular day, right? Now I knew the first one for last week. I knew that was gonna happen, but I had to do what I had to do. But this one, I'm like, dang! And I looked at my calendar, like it's there, and I know it was there when I put it when Boone put it down and told us, put them in our calendars, because I got my calendar already out for whatever they told us was gonna be on the days besides the bonus calls. I got that on my calendar, so maybe I didn't see it. I don't know, but it was on there because it's there now, and I didn't just put it there, so it was there. I just didn't see it, so. That's all right, though. I'm just be Superwoman. Just gonna act like I'm a mom, right?
Well, you are Superwoman, right? So we would just want to make sure that we're being intentional this week, as we discussed, right? Having that planner and prioritizing. That's literally what this week is for. We only have a few more days left, right? So when this is over, you don't want it to go all the way to shambles. So let's make sure that we prioritize. And if you have it in your calendar on your phone, then maybe you also need a physical planner, something that's written down, something that you can go to weekly. So that way you have that recharge, that reboost to know, okay, this is what's happening this week. How can I now delegate who I need to be in the room, or if I need to be in the room specifically, right? So give yourself multiple options and see what works best, right? Sometimes
that's what
one
I need to
option
do.
is not even the best.
Yeah, I need to get a physical calendar versus and just put it on my desk in my office. That's what I need to do. Okay, I got that, Queen Jazz. I got it. Thank you.
Let's get it, Queen.
I love y'all.
it.
All y'all.
We
all
love
48 people
Rashida.
on here. I love all y'all.
We love you too. We always
We
want
love
the
you
more
too.
with 2 O's, the more with 2 O's.
That's
Listen,
right.
y'all. Listen, y'all, we are so grateful for y'all. It is Monday, the beginning of the last week. I don't know. Sometimes we do bonuses. I don't know. Sometimes we do something. I don't even know. I can't even tell y'all what I know, because if I don't know it, then I don't know to tell y'all what I don't know, right? So I need everybody to be intentional with our schedules, locking in, utilizing our coaches, utilizing the groups, the group meetings, because this is the first day of the last week. All right. If y'all have any other questions, please do the work in the app, connect with each other in the app, and let's use the resources that we do have available and reflect on them. So does anybody real quick want to take us out with affirmations? 3 affirmations and then the last one to close. Let's get it. Because we need to affirm the day that we woke up with, right? Affirm what's going to happen today. Affirm all the successes. Affirm all the accomplishments. Affirm all the discipline that we have been putting in. So I know Coach Crew is just talking about moving with speed. I don't see no hands up. So y'all, we could just end the accountability today. There's no the rest of the week. That's what we're saying. Who's taking us out with affirmations, y'all? I have to get to this next call. Let's get it. Who is taking us out with affirmation? Let's go. Taj don't play. Let's get it, King. Let's get it. Taj don't play. He be doing the work and he be on social media with his brand. Like, listen, let's go. Please affirm me, King. Affirm me, King. I don't know where everybody else at.
Since ain't nobody else want to jump on and say, hey, let's do it,
All right, let's be obsessed with the success. Everybody,
You
Mike's
feel
on.
me?
Let's go. Mike's
I
on. Let's
am.
go.
You ready?
Hold on, Tasha. Mike's on
Let's
mute.
go.
Let's
I'm
go.
ready,
Let's go.
King. Let's go.
I am obsessed with success.
I am
obsessed with success.
I am great.
I am
Great.
I am beautiful.
I am
Beautiful.
I am strong.
I am
strong.
I am focused.
I am
focused.
Yes.
I am a mailbox millionaire.
And I'm a mailbox millionaire.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you,
Much
Todd.
love, y'all. Much love.
Let's go. Thank you, Todd.
Let's get it, y'all. Be obsessed with success. You are successful. Let's go. Let's win the day. I love y'all, family.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
Thank you.